You know, I used to have an old open-top Bentley that I used to give people lifts in. The Beep-Bop Bentley, as it was called. And it might sound strange to some of you to think of me acting as a chauffeur in an unpaid capacity to these poor musicians, but believe me, if you saw the car, you'd understand. It was a hell of a car. So to drive my friends around in it was what you might call a win-win situation. We were driving back from Baltimore one time. Monk wanted a glass of water, so we stopped off at the nearest motel. I waited in the car for him. After about 10 minutes, when he hadn't returned, I went in to find where he'd got to. It turned out that Monk had gone in to ask for some water, and it was a segregated hotel. The man behind the counter wouldn't give him any. Monk froze blank. The man had called the police. This is crazy, I said, and I led Monk back out to the car. Just as he was turning the damn key in the ignition, the police arrived. Monk sat motionless, his hands on the steering wheel, staring straight ahead of him. The policeman opened the door, screaming, "Get out of the car!" Monk did nothing. Then they screamed, "You've got two options. Either you get out of the car or we'll make you get out of the car. What's it going to be?" Monk continued to sit still. Well, then they tried to get him out of the car, but he was such a big guy, it was hard, and his hands were clinging onto the steering wheel. Then one of the policemen took out a wooden baton from his belt and began hitting and hitting his hands. No, his hands! His hands. He's a pianist. I took the rap that time. Spent a couple of nights in the cell. It struck me as the decent thing to do.
When I was a child, I dreamt about music. Not much has changed. The music's the same whether you play harmonica or a big orchestra. The difference is in the pain that lives between one note and the next. The nights when you can't sleep and the voodoo doctor plays the drums in your brain. The wondering, the playing, precipitating, riding the bull god of wood. Mozart, Therazine, barbiturates, morphine. Doses to kill a horse. But nothing for me. Black, white, crepuscule with Nelly. White hospital wards with glowing sweat on my black forehead. A C or a C sharp, what the fuck do you want? No difference in the blinding light of sounds, in the endless black of the songs that we've left behind.